Well, happy June the 2nd, 2018. Someday somebody's going to go, man, I didn't know they could do these things in 2018. Look how funny they dressed. But until then, we're uptown Saturday night. Here we are at Thunderbird Field. We got a breeze. We're going to estimate about 8 to 12 miles an hour. And it's coming out of the west, thank God, so that we can't take off straight down the runway. Although he did a good job there. Look at that. And so it's June the 2nd, as I said earlier, and the weather people are predicting 105 somewhere between noon. Whoa, now he's upside down. So somewhere between noon and 1 o'clock. They're saying, everybody get in the house or the mall. You know, go make those mall people rich. My gosh, they're closing down left and right. This is, and you may want to remember this in the future when these are found, buried beneath a pyramid or whatever. We're closing a lot of our Sears stores down here. I mean, you go down there and they're just empty storefronts. Who would have ever thought? You know, we knew Montgomery Ward's was going to go out of business because the Sears was so much better than Ward's. But boy, and I lost him. Oh, there he is. But who would have thought that Sears would ever go out of business? And of course they're not out of business yet, but they're gasping for air. So it's kind of like me trying to follow this plane. When you turn, the sun comes in on the sides of the camera and it glares and hits me. And it blinds me for just a few seconds. Kind of like when I'm driving. There you go. Yeah, we're getting a little wind tossage there. I'm not going to be using the, oh, and I lost him anyway. Now, I'm not going to be using the zoom as much because then I have to move my hand and that searing sunlight comes in and burns out my retinas. So, but then I can't see him on this one. There's just a little bitty dot out there. Whoa, and then he disappears. I can't see him at all. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Well, we may just have to... I know. Well, you saw how slow I was going. And let's see. We'll find him in just a second. Oh, there he goes. Well, yeah, here he comes. Whoa! So yeah, we got a nice little breeze, and pretty soon all it'll be doing is just kind of blowing us away as we evaporate in the sun. Whoa, look at that. That's beautiful. Even with the wind and everything. I'd like to zoom out so that you guys can see how close he comes down on this runway, but yeah, but then if I zoom out, you won't be able to see him when he flies out 2.5 miles from here. Uh-oh, there goes the Cabeeper. Now what happens is when the battery gets low, it sends a signal to this receiving unit that he wears around his neck, and that tells him he's got a low battery. It's a real nice little item. What you might want to do is call him and email him and ask him what brand it is and where did he get it. And here we come on the... Oh, look at this. Boy, that's a good landing for this kind of wind. Here, just in case you're wondering, there's the flag. And this is a gusting crosswind. It's coming from the south, what is that? Southwest to the west, anywhere in that vicinity. Right now it looks like it's holding steady at southwest, but of course you can see from the flag, well, that's going everywhere. So that if nothing else should tell you the skill that it takes for this young fella, Commander Eagle Eye, to get out and to actually fly that plane. Then over here, we got some guy in a helicopter. And he's just doing, and that's a gas helicopter, not electric. And he just does all that crazy stuff. You know, that's okay, but to me it's like a flying buzzsaw. I do not want to get close to those things. There's not many things in life I'm scared of, but that's one of them. Those blades hit you. Well, a couple of years ago, oddly enough, one of the champion helicopter flyers, RC of course, actually got decapitated by his own helicopter. And he was one of the champions, but he was doing a trick of some sort and apparently lost control. It took his head right off. Now, I don't know if it took it right off. I mean, not like a really clean cut. I'm sure it was massively mangled. Kind of like maybe it'd been in a blender. But no, to me, these things are just a little scary. I can dodge these slow flying airplanes. And if you go to some of our older videos from 4 or 5 years ago, you can see where my younger brother was quite good at hitting me with them. But, you know, we don't know what he's doing now. Last I heard, he's not in jail. I go online every once in a while, and I check the inmates' rolls, and he's still not on there yet, so I know he's not in jail. Okay, well, we've had enough of this, so you guys have fun, and we'll catch you on the next flight.